Can you break down that verse for me real quick? You know, I know there's a tanker down the street. You know, I see you coming, but break down that verse for me real. We ain't got time for that.
Nope.
Grab yours, Zion.
Kind of like that. This is Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Right, so it had the key word, you know, being redeemed, right, meaning to buy back, right, the nation of Israel back, you know, to the Father through his son Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, you know, he's not concerned, you know, with the other nations. They never knew him. You know what I'm saying? So why all of a sudden we try to establish an agreement with some other people? You know what I'm saying? When in Isaiah 40, it talk about the nations basically being referred to spittle. You know, so why is it concerned with these people all of a sudden just because, you know, we forsook the Lord, you know, we transgressed this, that, and the other? No. It really hones in on the promises. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, what's that scripture where he basically put his word above his name? You know what I'm saying? He promised to Israel through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know, that we was going to get the land and basically we was going to rule in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? He didn't promise that to any other people.
Hey, in Matthew 24:30, it says that when Yahushua come and you see the sign of him coming in the heavens with his angels, it says that all nations of the earth is going to mourn. You know, so why are these other nations mourning when they see Yahushua?
See that?
You know, because he ain't come to save them. You know, the things that they're teaching show that they're false prophets. Because Yahweh will not break his word. He's not a man that he shall lie. And in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, Yahushua is speaking to David through the Spirit, Yahweh speaking to David in the Spirit, spoke on Yahushua. And he said, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. And then it goes on to talk about him breaking them with the rod of iron. So why did the Lord change up all of a sudden? When did the Most High become a liar?
This is, let's see where I'm at, verse 69. It says, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. It says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Another key word, enemy. You know what I'm saying? If the Most High power is with all the families of the earth coming together, all the nations of the earth coming together, you know, the word enemy wouldn't even be in the Bible at all. You know what I'm saying? It'd be more like, you know, friends and confidants and, you know what I'm saying, associates, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't see the word enemies. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know that it's, you know, it's heathens out here, it's other nations that hate the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? They hate basically that, you know, that we have the promises to come. You know what I'm saying? Because they consolation is here at this time. You know what I'm saying? Which is temporal. You know, it's not everlasting like the kingdom of heaven. When we get in the kingdom of heaven, man, we promise immortality. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, we promise to rule over these other nations with a rod of iron. You know what I'm saying? These other nations, they desire to have that promise. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't privy to that. It wasn't given to them. You know, it's all about the chosen. All right. It says to perform the mercy promised to our fathers. All right. See, it's using all these possessive pronouns. You know, us, our. You know what I'm saying? Our power, our fathers. All right. Going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. That's the chosen seed line. The Lord. You know what I'm saying? You have this, what they call, you know, a family tree. You know what I'm saying? And whoever comes through that path, through that seed line, those are the ones that the Lord is looking towards. Those are the promises that the people are on. All right, it's not by way of marriage. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, you might have a heathen woman that, you know, that you married or something like that. But hey, if she's not an Israelite according to the seed, hey, hey, you know, it really don't matter. Hey, it sucks to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Just be glad you're an Israelite.
That's right.
More so, you should be, and if you are an Israelite, you should be trying to get this understanding to be redeemed, to be saved. You know what I'm saying? When the nuclear missiles hit, you know what I'm saying? When all the trials and tribulations during the times of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna be too late to be crying inside then. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be crying inside right now. You know? It says, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear. And that's what we desire. You know what I'm saying? To have, like we go into, you know, we in a form of spiritual power right now by having this understanding, by standing, you know, in the sight of our enemies. All right, because you couldn't do this back in the 40s and 50s. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just for whistling, you know what I'm saying? These heathens would slay you, would kill you. You know what I'm saying? Massacre your face. You know what I'm saying? So Emmett Till, you know what I'm saying? Massacre your face, disfigure your body, hang you up on trees and shit. You know what I'm saying? For really no cause at all. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's wicked. Because, hey, he's our natural born enemy. Going back to the womb, you know, we struggled. You know what I'm saying? It was war in Rebecca's womb. You know what I'm saying? Let you know that we were never going to get along, all right? That was two
separate nations.
Two separate nations. You know, what is it, like two manners of
should be separated.
Right, all that separation. We cutting all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have like what's this guy, Martin Luther King, talking about, you know, little black boys and little white boys holding hand in hand and all that shit. That shit whack. The Lord ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High killed that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause he a false prophet. You know? That's all right.
This is Acts the 15th chapter, and this is dealing with the Gentiles. This is Acts 15 and 14. It says Simeon have declared how the Most High at first did visit the Gentiles to take out of them a people for his name. And to this agree the words of the prophet as it is written, after this will I return and will build again the tabernacle of David, which is fallen down, and will build again the ruins thereof, and I will set it up, that the residue of men might seek after Yahweh, and all the Gentiles upon whom my name is called, saith Yahweh, who doeth all these things. Now I don't care where you go throughout this Bible, you're not going to find a scripture or a precept that says that the Lord called the Gentiles or the other nations outside of Israel by his name. And here's a precept to follow that in Isaiah 63:19. It says, we are thine, thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name. You know, the ones that were called by the Lord's name was the children of Israel. You know, so those two scriptures, along with all of these precepts that the Akim are bringing out, it shows you that the Gentiles in the New Testament are dealing with the nation of Israel.
It's no other way that the Most High is going to sit down and make a covenant with these other, because he would be breaking his promise. Right? He's not going to sit up here and change all of a sudden, because the Most High, that would make him a liar. Most High, he can do anything. The only thing he can't do is he can't lie. He can't contradict himself. He can't, you know, break any of his promises, break any of his oaths. Right? It's impossible. So the Most High, he couldn't do away with the nation of Israel because he promised us. You know, the Most High, you know, it can't allow Edom to rule forever. He can't do that. And everything he can do, he can't allow Edom to rule in the power seat forever. That's impossible. That's humanly impossible. I know.
And then why would he turn around and deliver and save the people that force us to break his holy way anyway? You know, during the time of the Maccabees, how they set up the abomination that make them desolate. They forced us to make ourselves uncircumcised. They made us keep the way of the heathen. They made us keep the way of the Greeks, brought our nation into the Greekish fashion, caused our people to uncircumcise ourselves, and the ones that were rebellious, that rebelled against their ways, and continue to keep the ways of the Most High Heavenly Father, put them to death, why would the Most High turn around and glorify them with the same salvation as us? You know, the scripture talks about killing those that killed the sword and bringing into captivity those that lead into captivity. Where's their recompense of their judgment, man? So you telling me that the Most High is just going to forgive them and pardon all of their ways? You know, that the Most High, how they put our people to death for not eating swine's flesh, just to turn around and allow them to continue doing all of their heathenistic ways, but still to receive salvation. That's backwards. Yeah. Anybody got a precept?
Let me go ahead and do this. Hebrews 2:10, for it became him for whom all things, and by whom are all things, and bringing many sons unto glory, to make captains of their salvation perfect through their suffering. For both he, Hebrews 10:2, verse 2 and 10, and verse 11. For both he has sanctified, they who are sanctified, all are one. For which cause he is not ashamed to call them brethren, saying, I will declare my name unto my brethren, in the midst of the church I will sing praise unto thee. And again I will put my trust in him, and again, and behold, the children of which God had given me.
So who better else to put your trust in than the Most High? Contrast that with Satan, when Satan brought Yahushua on the high mountain and said, I'll give you, look at this shit. Look, he offered this, look at this shit. Who would take this? Who would take this? I'm gonna give you this. Concrete everywhere. I'm gonna give you all this. Who would take, that's the dumbest offer. That's like somebody coming up to you and offer you a Lamborghini, or do you want to take this little fucking Malibu? Or this 1992 Pinto. Who would take that offer?
He saw that shit. It's like, ho, sweet ho. It's Petra all over again.
Not only that, but a kingdom that's destined to fall. A kingdom versus a kingdom that's so glorious, it's not gonna ever fall. Believe it or not, there's people that would take that offer. There are people that would take less than that. There are people that sell out for the smallest matter. They'll sell out just to get a higher promotion at your job and to throw you under the fucking bus.
I got a little bit more on this. For as much as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, also themselves likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy them, have the power of death as it the devil, and deliver of them through fear and death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. And verily,
it wasn't the other nations that were all their lifetime subject to bondage. They were the ones that had us in bondage, you know. We went into the different bondages that we went into because of our disobedience to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, for not keeping his holy way, his law, statutes, and commandments, you know, that he gave unto us. And he warned us before he, you know, when he was making a covenant with us, he said that, you know, in the day that you don't hearken unto my words and keep my law, statutes, and commandments, all of these curses shall befall you. He warned us that we would go into captivity, you know.
Verse 16, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took him a seed of Abraham. That's it.
What seed of Abraham did he choose? He didn't just choose just any seed. He chose a specific seed. You guys
I got Romans 9.
Hold on.
Okay,
God, this is Acts 21. I think you were waiting. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was a cut on the Immaculate Conception. he said he didn't take on the he didn't take on the likeness of angels, but onto the seed of Abraham. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he came through the loins of a man, right? In the process of time, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, down to King David, Solomon, right, to his father Joseph, right, who was a man that walked the earth, all right, that had sex with Mary, all right, and they, what they say, they basically they had a baby.
Consummated.
You know, they consummated, you know, but
They'll go put in that work.
that's right. You know what I'm saying? But,